guys, welcome back to Colder's Pizza channel. This is Stuffed Crust. Today I wanted to talk about dressing and grooming, but for a sister. And being a sister for like 20 plus years, I feel like I have a right to say and have an opinion over it. So one thing I will have to say, because I've been in both spectrums, is that standards could be very different. And when it comes to being thin and to being a little more curvy, it's a very fine line, but I'll go over that later. I kind of wanted to work from the head to your feet, and so one thing I know for sure, a lot of us can relate, and we all been that point in our lives where we wanted like at least one streak of hair that was different, or highlights. Or, in early 2000s, it was really popular to have the tips of your hair dyed. And oh my gosh, I just wanted red dyed tips of my hair. That was like my dream. But you couldn't have it because you're a well-respected sister in the congregation. And so with the whole Nita and Jade situation, they kind of show, oh, she's worldly because she's got this 1, 2, like 3 stripes of like bluish, grayish hair. And it's not even pretty. They never put like an effort to actually make it look good. They just slap in some ugly hair and say worldly, And it's just because they're trying to say, oh, look how terrible she looks compared to our beautiful Nita, look at that hair. But anyway, not allowed, not like highlights, no stripes, no little, not even a piece of hair. And let alone your whole hair, your whole head, They want you to kind of have this more neutral, very carbon copy hair, everyone. Just have the same kind of hairstyle, nothing going crazy. They don't even want you to do like extravagant hairstyles. Whenever you saw a sister do something like that, you'd go, whoa, are you going to like a wedding or something? Anyway, another thing is, like our clothing. This is a really good picture, and it was showing like, oh, these two worldly kind of brothers, who are not very spiritual. You can see the sisters right here. Oh, she's got a nice jacket, cardigans. They're covered up all the way almost to the neck. Dress is long, and here's a Miss Not Spiritual coming in. Oh, look at that! She doesn't have a undershirt there. Oh, her arms are showing. Oh, what's that? It's a little what do they call, a little slip right there, for the dress, and it's not even above her knees, so they see that as bad. In reality, this is a very beautiful dress, It's very simple, but they kind of make you think like, oh, I can't wear that kind of dresses. And this was really popular just about a few years ago. You can find dresses that weren't like this style in the stores, but in reality there's nothing going on here. She's not naked, and she's not you can barely even see her silhouette, let alone imagine. It's just ridiculous. In my opinion, it is really ridiculous. And I don't know how many cardigans I had in my closet just because I needed to cover up all the time. And this is kind of where I can go a little bit with like the thinner and like the curvier sisters, because when I was a lot thinner, I didn't have to cover up as much because my dresses fit just as snug. I had no like curves, it just, you could just look at me and be like, okay, she's dressed. But as soon as I started like getting, a few more pounds on top of myself, I felt like dresses would, they would fit, they would go right up below the knee, right? But then I bend down, and guess what? You could see like the top of my back legs. And brothers would look at that and talk to my parents about that. And I felt also when I would bend down, and if my dress was just a little bit lower, I could show my bra. And so I had to wear undershirts, slips, pant slips, and even like cardigans. I had so many of those jackets. I threw them all out, by the way. I was like never dealing with that again. I didn't talk about jewelry because I felt like jewelry was kind of given. We really didn't wear a lot of jewelry. And I guess that's one thing is it's left me with that kind of mentality. Like, I don't need to wear jewelry, but I know that some people have dealt with that. And here we're going with like the shoes. They every convention they would do an announcement like, sisters, don't wear high heels. There was a sister last year who fell down the stairs and broke her leg. You know, they would tell these things, these stories. Like, by the way, I was there last year. I don't remember seeing that. Like, I feel like I would have seen or heard about it, but either way, they don't want you wearing comfortable shoes like sneakers. And they kind of want you wearing these ugly little pointy kind of shoes, you know, ones that have very small, in Spanish we call them tacones, you know, like tacos right there. And like flats like those. I had a lot of flats. I threw those out too, because I'm not caught dead wearing flats. And look here. I think this is funny, because this is one of those things for like, if you're gonna visit Bethel. It was in my hall, in the board, right? This brother is wearing a polo. There's nothing wrong with a polo, and we have to wear skirts to do a tour. It's not even a meeting night. Okay, yeah, no shoes, right? This is how they want us to look. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I probably would have worn that back in the day. But right now, I just looking at it, it's just so cringe, you know, like, I don't want to, anyway, I think it's silly. Something also I remember is that they always told us to not wear anything too flashy. I don't know if you guys were ever told that. Don't wear anything too flashy, you know, don't wear clothes that are too bright or very glittery or has a lot of rhinestones, you know, because you're just taking away the attention to what is important, is what I've been told. So if you went up on stage, oh, no one could pay attention to your part because they were looking at your dress. That's basically what they would tell me, and I thought that was so dumb. Like, just because my dress is yellow, you couldn't pay attention to what I was saying. And they wouldn't tell you anything up front, but I'm pretty sure our dads got all the talking, you know. I know my dad probably has heard many things about me, and he doesn't say anything because he tells me I could wear whatever I want, and he's always told me that. Even when I was very devout witness, he's told me that, and I'm proud about that, and I'm happy that my dad wasn't so restrictive. But I just can't imagine having like a brother come up to me and say, hey, by the way, that skirt, when you bend down earlier, you know, other than that, the fact that it's all flashy and full of rhinestones, you bent down and you showed a little bit of the top of the back of your leg. Well, thank you, brother. Why were you looking over there? You know? Anyway, I'm kind of glad. I don't know about you guys. The first thing I did was get rid of all my clothes. I threw out all those ugly shirts, all those ugly dresses, all those ugly cardigans that I had, those jackets. I had to buy like sweaters just for being with the brothers, because I know I couldn't wear like the regular sweaters I wear on a daily basis with them. So anyway, thank you for listening to my ranting. I know I talk a lot sometimes. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know what to talk about next time, but I'll figure it out as I go. I wanted to send much love to you guys, and please subscribe to Colder Speaks' channel. Give a like, drop a comment, tell me what you'd like to hear next time, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.